to give a brief introduction about what is Career Toastmaster, because some of you are here for the first time. Who's here for the first time? Only 3, yeah. So, in the beginning, I'm going to give a brief introduction about what is Toastmaster, why we're here, what is Career Toastmasters. Then we will run our meeting as usually we do. So first, public speaking is the most important skill of any aspects of your life. So if you want to get a job, it helps you. If you want to get engaged to a girl, if you want to go and propose, you have to be good at public speaking. This will help. So in many aspects of your life, you need to be good at public speaking. That's why you're here in Career Toastmaster. So Career Toastmaster is actually a local chapter of Toastmaster International, which is a non-profit organization that started in 1924 by a group of men led by Dr. Ralph Smedley. They made a meeting to practice the skills of public speaking, to practice the skills which are eye contact, body language, engaging audience, many skills of public speaking. So they made meetings in order to practice these skills. They started to get known and famous and to spread all over the United States and then to the surrounding countries. And what I want to say now is that currently we have Toastmaster International has 280,000 members in more than 13,000 clubs in more than 100 countries. So, a huge number of members. Here in Egypt, sadly, we have only 2 clubs, Career Toastmaster and Alexandria Toastmasters. But if I talk about countries like Saudi Arabia, like United Arab Emirates, Jordan, they have from 50 to hundreds, to 200 or 300. So sadly here in Egypt only 2 clubs. So we need to spread the idea. We need to practice these skills. So what we do in Toastmasters, it's a learn by doing workshop. So you come here to practice public speaking by delivering speeches, whether it's prepared speeches or impromptu speeches. So sometimes you get the opportunity to speak without preparation, which is very important, because not in every situation in your life you will be having to deliver a speech that is prepared, but sometimes you'll be having to take the chance. Sometimes you'll be forced to deal with the situation, and you get to be ready from now. So in our meeting, we usually fill the club, the meeting rules, which I'm going to talk about later. As I said, we give prepared or impromptu speeches. A very important thing about Toastmaster that there is no instructor. So there is no someone who teaches you what to do. No, you learn from me, you learn from everybody here, and I learn from you. So the old member have to teach the new member, okay? And the new member also have to learn from the old member. Also the old member, me for example, I'm a member of Career Toastmaster for over than 4 years. I learn from everybody here. You're delivering a speech today, I learn from the way you're delivering it, how you're acting it, and they learn from the information, the invention of your speech, what you say. It adds to me. Sometimes I deliver a speech and I get evaluated by someone who's just 2 or 3 months a member for 2 or 3 months. But he gave me a very constructive and a very effective evaluation. So I learned. So there is no instructor. There is no one to tell you, do that and do that and do that. We all here like each other. We all the same. Okay? So the organization of our meeting, what we do here in Toastmasters. First we have some roles, as you see. Toastmaster of the day, he is the person that runs the meeting, that introduce each and every speakers. And he's the person who start and close the meeting as well. We have which is the word of the day. The purpose of the word of the day is to introduce a new word for each of us to learn it. So I'm not saying a new word, there is no new word, but I'm saying a little known word. So if I'm here sitting, I'm going to learn a new word today. And I'm encouraged to use it, to integrate it in our speech. Okay? Then we have speakers. The speakers prepare speeches according to the criteria of Toastmasters. Every speech for a certain purpose. So we have a speech like, for example, the first speech is to break the ice, to stand in front of audience for the first time and to deliver a speech. We have other projects. We have 10 projects. Every project for a certain skill of public speaking, and you get evaluated for each speech, and you get to integrate what you learned from the previous speeches in your next speech. Okay. Then we have the table topic, which is the most enjoyable part of our meeting. The purpose of the table topic is to give you a chance to deliver impromptu speech. So you're encouraged to come here to be given a question that you don't know what you're going to be asked about. So you come here, you be given a question, and you have to speak about it. About a general question, not just a general question, so you cannot speak about it. So you have to think critically, quickly, and to speak to us. Okay? Then we have the time counter and dot counter. The purpose of the time counter is to count the time that each speaker has lasted, or that each speaker lasts. So the purpose of that is if you are delivering a speech in a conference or in a seminar, for example, you have a lot of time. You have a certain time to finish your speech. At the same time, you have also to speak for like a certain period of time. Just like it's not a minute or 2 minutes. At least speak for 7, 10 minutes. Okay? So for each speech, there's a certain time, usually for most speeches, from 5 to 7 minutes. So you should not speak less than 5 minutes, and at the same time, you should not exceed your time. Okay? Then we have the odd counter, and the purpose of the odd counter is to count the number of ahs, ands, yani, I mean. Such filler words are very bad when you use it in public speaking because it distracts us as audience. It distracts us. If I'm saying, it will distract you. You want to be easily following what I'm saying. Okay? So that's how our meeting is running. About the educational program of Toastmasters, there are 2 educational programs or 2 educational tracks. We have leadership track and the communication track. I'm going to start first with the communication track. So here is the manual of Toastmasters. This is for the communication track. This book contains 10 speeches, every speech for a certain purpose. Okay? So you get to learn the main skills of public speaking. So for example, speech number 1 is about breaking the ice. Speech number 8, how to use visual aids while you're delivering a presentation. Come to speech number, for example, speech number 5 about using your body language, how to act your speech. So each speech here is for a certain purpose. As I said, for gesture, for eye contact, for the integration of humor in your speech, okay, and for the delivery itself. We have also Advanced Communication Manual, another book for more advanced purposes of public speaking, and the purpose of this is to choose from 15 advanced communication manual to learn skills specific to your interest. So if you're a doctor, if you are a TV programmer, TV introducer, to learn skills interested or linked to your job. Then we have the leadership track, and the purpose of the leadership track is to give you a chance to lead, to be a leader. So you get a chances to fill the club roles, to be a speaker, to be a Toastmaster, someone who runs the whole meeting, to be evaluator, someone who gives evaluation to another speaker. This is a very big responsibility. You have to listen very well, you have to give effective, constructive evaluation, which is not easy. Then you also get the right, or you have the chances to participate in officer roles, to be the president of the semester, the vice president of education, of membership, of the public relations, to be the surgeon at arms, to serve the club in any role. This gives you a chance to deal with people, to deal with different kind of people. Yeah. We have advanced leadership program. The purpose of it is to develop vision for the club and to make plans. You can open a club. For example, you can open another club in your city, in your town. So what are the advantages of Toastmasters? So you get a chances to deliver presentations, and you get a chances to make mistakes and be helped, be supported. Okay, so here you come to learn by making mistakes. If you made a mistake, if you give a bad speech, you'll find everybody supporting you, telling you what you're good at first, then tell you what you can improve and how to improve it. These are the features of the organization or Toastmasters. Most of them I talked about. Get to deliver speeches, get to deliver evaluation or to make evaluation to other speakers. Affordable dues, I'm going to talk about later. So the dues of Toastmaster is not so high actually. For 6 months is a very limited amount of money. And opportunities to lead meetings. The benefits of Toastmasters: developing critical thinking. As I said, sometimes you have to lead a meeting, so you have to think what you're going to say. Sometimes you have to, most of the time, you have to participate in the table topic. And I said about the table topic, you have to speak about a certain topics that you don't know what you're going to be asked. Just they ask you for a volunteer, and he comes here, or she comes here, and she be given a question. She has to think about it very quickly and to deliver a speech about it. So this is about critical thinking, about time management as well. Then, to learn time management skills, to benefit from a supportive environment. We all here to learn. I'm here to learn, and you're here to learn. So we all supporting each other. And to develop, as I said, leadership skills. A very important thing, or very important benefits about this semester is the unlimited personal growth. So each meeting I get to learn something. And I get to meet and to get acquainted or to meet another person. So I get to know Muhammad Abstar. I get to know Jasmine. And I get to learn from them. I get to learn Khaled, to meet Khaled and to learn from him. Today I'm going to meet Mr. Hanafi. So every meeting I meet someone I'm meeting him for the first time. I'm learning from him and I'm making acquaintances. And in a long time it can be friendship. So unlimited personal growth, which is very important. This is the main reason why I'm intending to be a Toastmaster for the rest of my life. Okay? That's all about our meeting. Then now it comes to the costs, how to be a member. If you want to be a member, there are costs to pay it. For the new member, there are going to make your speeches, to make any role you're going to participate according to it. So you get to pay $20 for these stuff, for these books. $27 for the renewal membership dues to be a member in the international organization, to be a member of the whole world organization of Toastmasters. You have to pay $27. Then we come to the fees of our local club. So all the first two categories, or the first two amount of fees are for the international club. So for the local club, it's 24, but we're thinking about decreasing it because we see it as a lot. So we're going to talk about it later. But we cannot negotiate about the first two amount of fees. About the other amount of fees, which is $24 to them, these for the local club, to run the meeting, to buy cameras, to buy books, to buy gifts, to make competitions, to make trips sometimes, to buy refreshments. So these fees is for running our meeting. Okay. Then we have opening the club fees because we're still re-establishing our club. So this also is negotiable. So thank you. And just want to mention just one thing. Okay. What's the difference between you as a guest coming for the first time today, or coming for 10 times, but as a guest and as a member? What advantages you're going to take as a member? All of you here, or most of you here, are guests today. So, as a guest, you can come here as often as you want. And they get to see the meeting, you get to listen to us, and they get to participate only in the table topic. So you get to participate only in the impromptu speeches. This is as a guest. As a member, you can participate in any other role of Toastmaster. You can lead the meeting with Toastmaster of the day. You can deliver the word of the day. You can prepare the speeches. You can be evaluator. Plus, or in addition to all of that, you can participate in the election, which we make it every year, to be the president of the club, to be the vice president for any role of the club. So thank you, and any question?
Yes.
Yeah.
May I know your name, please?
Muhammad Zafar.
Thank you, sir.
See you.
Thank you, sir.
So, any concern, any question? Okay, so now we're just going to start our meeting. As it says, we have, sorry?
So,
Yeah, sure.
the customs, customs like we,
Guests like you, yeah, sorry.
what often,
How many times you can come? You can come as often as you want. As a guest. Participate in the meeting, get a chances to participate in the table topic. But you cannot deliver speeches, you cannot participate in the other club roles. You cannot run the meeting, regardless of how many times you attend. Even if you're here for 2 years as a guest, you cannot participate in these roles. But you can attend the meeting as many times as you want. So